welcome back. My name is Leia. If you are new here, we just got back from Florida, and today I have an Azure haul to show you. While I was gone in Florida, a friend was actually able to pick this haul up, and because I wasn't able to be there, I did something different with this haul. So I had to decide whether or not I was going to cancel my order entirely this month or maybe just pare it back a little bit. And so I decided this would be a great chance. That's a conditioner bar. Does it smell good? I decided this would be a great chance to actually buy a lot less this month and save some of our grocery budget and reach into our pantry and our freezers and sort of do, you know, like a mini freezer challenge. Not really, because we obviously have all these groceries, but we're not going to buy some of the fresh stuff that we normally do. So what I decided to do this month is only buy shelf-stable, dry good type things so that my friend did not have to worry about looking for anything cold because sometimes that can be really hard with the way that Azure repacks. And then also I just didn't want to take up a bunch of freezer space and that sort of thing. Are you guys liking the boxes? Yeah. What do you think, Lenny? If I fits, I sits. Okay. All right. Well, real quick down here, we have 2 bags of flour. I'm slowly stocking this up. And then I switched to this brand of rice. So I have been learning about rice, and I think I knew this in the past, and I just kind of completely forgot about it. And there's something about heavy metals, especially arsenic, I believe, in rice. And even if a farm is organic, I think it depends much more on where in the world the rice is being farmed. So from my research, it's my understanding that the least contaminated rice actually comes from California. So that's a win to find a local or a, you know, within the country a producer. But so this brand is Lundberg and it comes from California, and all of the rice that we've gotten up until this point has been imported. So this is a switch we are making, and this rice that comes from California costs a lot more. So I'm sure that they are aware of where they are located and that they have the best rice in the world, hypothetically, depending on what standards you're basing it on. So there is a price tag that comes with this, even though it is a national product and not being imported. But we're excited to try this. All right, over here, I decided to get more of this dark chocolate. I almost bought the 8-pack, but I actually wanted to save a little bit more money, and so I did not go that far. But this has been really good. I've been trying to eat much lower sugar, and having just a square of this maybe after a meal or something, that really helps, you know, with those cravings. I also picked up some mayo. We have we have an odd relationship with mayo. We don't always like the healthy mayo like this, but I'm trying. I'm really trying to like this one. We also don't really like it homemade. I don't know what's wrong with us. We just like junky mayo, I guess. So we go back and forth between buying good mayo and cheap mayo. Okay, back here I have snack type items. My kids have really been enjoying just grabbing things like dates. I made sure to get pitted so that they can just grab and go. Pumpkin seeds, prunes we give occasionally. We don't really let them eat a ton of those. And then sunflower seeds. They've just recently been really getting into this. You're talking over here.
I don't like sunflower seeds.
You don't like the sunflower seeds? You like the pumpkin seeds though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's right. And then peanuts, of course. We always have a gallon jar full of peanuts because they go fast around here. And then I've been stocking up on beans. About once a year, I can a ton of beans. I really don't enjoy doing it, but I love having, thank you, buddy. I love having the canned beans on my shelf. They just take so long in the canner. It's about 75 minutes every batch. And of course, that's 75 minutes, you have to watch your canner. But I picked up white beans. Let's see, these ones will be for baked beans. These beans will be just for canning plain white beans because they're a little bit bigger. And then black beans will just be for straight up canned black beans. Next, I picked up this vitamin C. I have been struggling a little bit with mastitis, and the things that are helping, I think I've solved it. I have a really good probiotic that is tailored for women. And then I've also been taking vitamin C a lot, but I've been taking a liquid vitamin C and it's kind of a hassle. So I'm gonna try this one. It says it has no synthetic ascorbic acid. It's just whole food vitamin C, which I really appreciate. Here I have this omega-3. I have also been taking this and I've really been enjoying it. So I try to have a bottle up here and a bottle on the shelf as backup for when I run out. I ran out of white wine vinegar, which I don't do very often. So this time I opted for a glass jar. We have been learning all about PFAs and all of that. So whenever I can, I am trying to get away from plastic as much as I can. So obviously we can't totally get away from plastic. There's just some things that come in plastic and it is what it is. But we have really been liking the maple syrup and we went through this gallon in about, I don't know, I guess that was 2 months. That's kind of scary that we use that much syrup, but we do. I'm gonna have one up here in the pantry and then one is gonna go downstairs to the storage shelf. And we will have that on hand. I also ran out of glass cleaner. We do not use glass cleaner very often. This is just the fragrance-free cleaner. Okay, just a moment, dear. And so this will last us about a year, and we'll just hang out on the shelf. One thing I forgot to mention is in this green bottle back here, that is just Dr. Bronner's, like it's a Castile soap basically, but it's scented almond, which I really wanted to try because I love almond scent. And when I clean my floors, I've really been missing having something scented. All right, here I have this conditioner bar. I have never actually tried a conditioner bar, but we produce a lot of waste with our conditioner bottles and I'm really excited to try this. It also seems like a much more natural product. Oh, you're bumpy. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see what we think about it. Here I have these Asian noodles from McDougal's. That rhymes. Asian noodles from McDougal's. And I like to have these around just for a really quick lunch if I need something. It's not necessarily a go-to, but there have been a couple times when we're running out the door or something like that, and I fed the kids, but I haven't fed myself, and just having something like this around really helps me make sure I'm not running around on an empty stomach. Back here we have the Good Wolf Marionberry probiotic drink. It's water kefir, and we really like this. So I like to have this in the fridge for guests or for us occasionally, and the kids like them too. So in this box we have just a ton of ice cream cones. I think it's a dozen boxes of these ice cream cones. They are very shelf stable. I think the last ones took us a little over a year to go through and they stayed perfectly fine on the shelf. So we are picking these up because we're at the end of our last batch. And then the last thing we have over here is these Heritage O's. It's basically Cheerios, but they are harder and crunchier because they're made with ancient wheats and, or ancient grains rather. And they're definitely not as sweet. So, but the kids really like them. We can tell the difference from Honey Nut Cheerios and all of that, but our kids don't know the difference. So this is really tasty and our kids like them. Okay, thank you all for joining. I just finished up some taco meat. Now I'm gonna get this served up for the kids' lunch and get all of this put away, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.